IGB dabbing. This should be damn concern. You know what? What's crazy is I understood exactly what you just said, and I'm pretty sure that nobody understood it.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You didn't? Did you know what you just said?
No.
What you just said? Jayé Toler is the funniest comedian in the world.
I definitely did not say that. I said it backwards. So whatever the meaning of that means backwards, that's what I said.
Sure. No doubt. Welcome off the pad, folks.
Off the pad.
I'm Jayé Toler.
And this is Corey Marshall over here.
Yeah, man. We just got started, or just press the record button, and about to just talk some junk.
As always.
You know what? Let me say this real quick, just to give you guys a little heads up. If you're listening to us on your earbuds, you got to put both earbuds in.
Well, you know what? They probably can't hear you, so let me say that. If you're listening to this on your earbuds, make sure you put both earbuds in your ear.
Yeah, we got it. He's on one speaker,
and I'm on. He's on the other speaker. He's on the other speaker.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So some because I got a couple. Somebody said, "Yo, I like the podcast, but I can't hear the other dude," or vice versa. I was like, "I can't hear you," and then I thought about it. I was like, "Well, dag, you know what? It's a stereo podcast, so you got to have both earplugs in,
right,
or both headphones on,
right.
Or get your hearing checked because one of your ears don't work."
Yeah, that could also be a possibility. Yeah. People don't know how to clean their ears correctly.
Well, you can still clean it, but
you know you're not supposed to use Q-tips.
You know what? I heard that too, but I don't even use Q-tips. I use chopsticks.
That's hilarious. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, you got me cursing.
That's not really cursing. That could stay in the beginning. That wasn't bad.
What the heck is wrong with your ears and your head that you have to use chopsticks?
Yeah.
You should die.
Why?
I'm not.
That's horrible.
That's you to horrible. Die. I'm not encouraging you to die.
That's so mean.
I'm just saying you should not be able to put the chopsticks in your ear. That's sad.
Yeah, but actually, they say that, which is stupid. I mean, Johnson & Johnson sells Q-tips.
But they also
no
longer say to put it in your ear.
Then what are you supposed to do with it?
You use it for like your navel. You can clean your navel.
That's so stupid. That's like the whole thing of buying Q-tips is to clean your ears.
Well, that's how it was until they realized that it was bad.
That's why
they had to start marketing like that. That's why you don't see Q-tips with like people using it in the ear anymore.
So what
they had to take all those advertisements,
cleaning their nose and stuff, swapping around their mouth, their gums and stuff like that.
I don't know if you want to put it in your mouth, but yeah, you can. You can clean your nose and your navel is probably like the better things to use Q-tips for. But you should not use it in your ear.
You can clean the outside of your ear, like the outer ear, but the inner ear, you poke your eardrum possibly. Yeah, I think. Yeah,
it's not even about poking the eardrum. They say don't do it because you're pushing the earwax back into your ear.
It depends on how you clean it. If you're just jabbing the ear Q-tip in and out, yeah, you're gonna do that. But if you're like going like a circular motion,
not either way. You can't put the Q-tip inside the ear hole because it's pushing the earwax back, and the earwax is important for your safety.
Yeah,
that's why you have earwax.
Well, that's why anything your body makes is for your safety.
Right, but people are trying to change all that. Like you have eyebrows to protect the sweat from getting the eyes. All these women are cutting off the eyebrows and drawing
them on. So now they're getting
and then they have sweaty eyeballs.
They have ink on their eyeballs and stuff. No, but yo, check this out. So I knew of this alternative way to clean the ears. It's I was at this salon, and they have.
Why were you at a salon?
Well, one of my homeboys owns a salon.
I thought you were about to say one of your homeboys went to get his hair done.
Nah.
I thought that's what you were about to say.
Nah, he owns a salon, so he had like little, booths in there that, did different stuff. And then so there was a lady there that cleans your ears.
What? Is a vendor? A lady
that works in the shop, and she cleans your ears, and people went to her to get their ears cleaned. And I used to go like every other week to get my ears cleaned from her.
She didn't use Q-tips, did she?
She didn't use Q-tips.
I know she didn't use Q-tips.
You know what she used?
I don't know what she used.
She had a wax cone. It was a wax cone. She placed it in your ear.
Oh, was it suction? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it worked off suction, but she didn't suck it in her mouth. It was just like,
No. Like the little blue thing that you use on babies. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
the little nasal.
I know. Oh yeah. No, she didn't use that. Let me finish the story.
I'm sorry.
It was she put like it was like a wax cone in your ear. She stuck it in the ear, and she took a lighter and she burnt it.
I almost spit on my beer. You do not make me waste Budweiser, Corey.
Yeah, so she burnt it, and then what happens is the tube burns, because the fire is, pulling the oxygen out the cone, and then while it's pulling oxygen out the cone, it's pulling the wax out of your ear, and then so by the time it gets to a certain point, she'll stop it, and then she'll open it up, and then it'll have like all the wax in your ear that it pulled out from your ear.
So she shows you like the progress.
Yeah.
Once you're done.
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't even know how to respond to this.
It's ingenious.
Is it? Like, I don't know. That sounds scary. I don't want nobody. Don't you put a lighter near my head? I don't care. Like, I don't know. I'm bald.
Well, I mean,
and the oil sheen I use might be flammable.
I don't
know.
Put the lighter near your head. It's closer if you smoke cigarettes.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Well, I mean, for other people.
I don't want fire anywhere near my.
You never played with a lighter?
Not near my head.
Oh well, I have.
Why would you do that?
I mean, why? Why would you do anything? Just because. But that's how she cleans your ear. With the cone, she lit it on fire, and then like the cone sucked out as it was sucking the oxygen. It sucked the earwax out your ear.
What I learned from watching, I think it was Dr. Oz, like a few years ago. The way you clean your ears, you just use your fingertip, like your pointer finger. Don't use like your pinky or something small because you don't really want it to go inside your ear hole. But you take like your pointer, and you can use like a rag. Mm-hmm. And if you need to like get it good or whatever, you like dabble it in baby oil.
And do what?
You put the cloth in baby oil, just a little bit of baby oil, get like just a little moist, and put your finger in the cloth and put your finger in your ear, and you can move that around and go as hard as you want.
Do you have to make like that noise everybody make?
Nah, I hate that noise.
Okay.
No, you have to make that noise.
Well, you could do that with a Q-tip.
Nah, because the Q-tip is small. It goes into your hole. You put your Q-tip in, you put your earwax back. But if you use your fingertip, your pointer finger, then it doesn't.
I just want my earwax to a point where you can't see it. If you're like on the side of me.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't like looking at people's ears who's got a bunch of earwax either. But
I feel like hanging out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh my God, like earwax, girl.
I probably shouldn't talk about this.
Don't talk about it.
Hold on.
Don't talk about it.
I got an uncle.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't listen.
Probably can't.
Well, he had balls of wax that would just fall out of his ear.
I was just about to say, have you ever seen that
like
before?
Involuntarily, yes. Like we just be talking, he be walking, it was bloop, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, son, you didn't just. What happened?
That's how you know you got an excess amount of earwax when it just pushes it out your head. You know what I'm saying?
I think he need to put Q-tips in and hold them there.
No, he just needs
he need to plug them up.
He needs to burn his ears.
Just burn the whole.
Burn them.
Weld the hole shut.
Yeah, just weld it shut.
That was ridiculous.
Well, yo, this is Off the Pad. Thank y'all for listening to our podcast, man.
Yeah, let's talk about what we got coming up. We were just chopping that up. What would you got? Do we have anything coming up?
I guess the only thing I do want to push early, man. November 1st and 2nd, I'll be at the Public House Theater with Omari Brown in Chicago. So it's in Chicago. We'll be at the Public House Theater November 1st and November 2nd for a stand-up sketch variety show.
That's what's up. I'm glad you said that because I got something I'm trying to push early too. Like,
go ahead, knock it out.
Just because I don't know. So in Petersburg, Virginia, like Petersburg does not have a whole lot of performing or live entertainment going on. So I'm trying to, I don't know, be a part of making that change. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I got a friend who's part of this band. Shout out to the Ordinary People band.
Ordinary People.
Ain't got nothing to do with John Legend.
Okay.
But they're called the Ordinary People Band, and they're doing a show in Petersburg on November the 8th. It's like 4 hours. It's a 4-hour show, but I'm hosting that entire event.
Dope.
For the 4 hours. So I'm gonna bring some comedy with the band. It's gonna be dope. A different kind of a show. I don't know how many times y'all seen comedians hosting band shows, but this is gonna be dope. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it.
By the Ordinary People.
Ordinary People, yeah.
We had a good weekend. We had a show together. Matter of fact, this past Saturday in Loversville, Virginia.
Off the Pad, we represented.
Yeah, Loversville, Virginia, man. That was a dope show.
Virginia.
Shout out to Pete. The popular Outcast that put it together. I can't pronounce Pete's last name.
Buckbauer.
There you go. So that's why I always say the popular Outcast.
Yeah. That was an interesting show. I was scared to death going to Loversville, Virginia.
I'm scared traveling out of Richmond, any other town in Virginia. It's too country and it's just like unknown territory.
Yeah, but it was a good. We had a fun time. We met some interesting people. I ain't gonna talk about the people. But
the people were mad cool. They were mad cool. I hope they listen to the joints. It's a very small town,
white.
and they was mad cool. They was mad cool though, yo.
As long as they weren't white and mad.
I can see that. It was mad cool, yo. They opened up and they was very responsive, man. So that was a dope show. I like Loversville. Those people that was there are good representation of the town. I like it.
And I have to agree.
Yeah.
Indeed. Outside of that, so that was Saturday. We went to what else?
Men's retreat in the morning. We went to a men's conference.
Men's retreat for your church.
Well, New Deliverance. We had a men's conference, so we went there, check out some stuff in the morning. Then we was on the road to. I
felt kind of guilty because I haven't participated in any men's retreat or men's conference for the church that I attend.
Have they had anything?
But I come to your church to fellowship with them.
But that was kind of by default because we had to go out of town. So it was just like, we just stop through here and then, drive.
What I started to do, so I performed at a church a few weeks ago. And the way I opened up, because it wasn't the church I attended either, and I never performed at the church that I'm a member of. So my opening words were shout out to Faith and Family Church, which is the church that I attend. And everybody in the church was like, what?
That. Yeah.
And I was like, I know where I am. I know that I'm not a Faith and Family, but I have to show respect and honor to my church first. And I thought about doing that at the men's conference at your church when they were passing around the mic and everybody was speaking. I thought about grabbing the mic like, first I want to shout out Faith and Family, and just have everybody look like, does he know where he is? These comedians. But yeah, that was cool, man. It was uplifting. I enjoyed the message that
Bishop Glenn
Pastor had. Bishop Glenn,
yeah,
that he had to say.
It's pretty dope. And we had listeners, whatever. We went to Denny's. Yeah, and had a dude that's about to jump off the ledge.
Hey, I wish I was. Did you get a picture of that, Corey?
Yeah, I took a picture.
We're gonna have to post that or something. This dude was tripping. He was sleeping. He was like standing up, sleeping on the ledge. I don't know if he was jumping, falling. I don't know if he was faking.
It wasn't really a ledge. It was the sidewalk. It was the sidewalk.
It was the sidewalk.
But he was standing on the sidewalk like it was a ledge.
But he was on the edge of the sidewalk.
He was on the edge of the sidewalk. And the thing about it was like a particular spot, and he would walk away, and then he'd go back to the exact same spot, yo. It was weird.
It was weird. But what I did like about Denny's, and I'm not trying to promote Denny's, but I guess I kind of am because of what I'm about to say. Maybe I get Denny's to pay for an advertisement or something. I don't know. But they got this red velvet milkshake, brother. My goodness. That joint was delicious. So when I ordered it, Corey was like, yo, you can't be ordering strawberry milkshakes.
Nah, not with me.
Eating pancakes with a mountain shaped butter top on your pancakes. having the strawberry milkshake. Then he started rubbing my leg. I was like, Corey.
Yeah, that's a lie. That ain't gonna happen. Not even by mistake. I can't even do it by mistake.
It's impossible.
My leg won't even rub. My arm won't even rub that direction.
But that red velvet milkshake was delicious. And if y'all heard a previous podcast, I love red velvet.
Yeah, he's a red velvet fan.
I think it was episode 104 called the Red Velvet Challenge. If y'all want to go check that out, talked about cookie varieties and the red velvet came up. It was I love red velvet.
That's what's up.
But it was a good weekend.
Oh, it's a dope weekend. Again, you're listening off the pad. I guess we can start with the show.
Let's do it.
Let's rock it.
Yo, this Chameleon Rod Man, and you rolling, you listening, you in the zone with my man, Jayé, Toler, and Corey Marshall. Off the pad, baddest podcast on this side of the universe. You heard it from me, Rod Man. I'm out. Are y'all paying me for this?
This podcast is sponsored by no one. This show is not yet rated. This is one recording. No do-overs. No take-backs. No write-ups. No scripts. This is Off the Pad. And now your host, Jayé, Toler, and Corey Marshall.
Yo, we about to start a show. I'm about to kick a flow. About to tell some jokes, saying Corey's on the spokes. I don't know what I'm saying. I am not playing. Guess who you listening to? Jayé and Corey. Here's our story. We about to talk about some subjects. Y'all gave us the categories. I don't know what else to say. Let's start the show. All right, I gotta go.
I don't know what that was, but
y'all should have seen his face. I'm telling you, I used to be a rapper.
who said that? You?
Yeah, I used to be a rapper.
I think, yeah. Well, I used to rap myself.
You stutter.
Yeah.
How you rap and stutter?
That's part of my joints. It's just, I don't know.
This dude be making his own echo.
Yeah. It was own special effects.
I'm about to kick it to the
beat. Beat.
Say no mixer.
All right, so
I'm sorry. We doing the we about to say?
Well, I was about to say let's go ahead and get started, but I do got to say, I didn't say earlier, I'm fighting like a cold or something like that, so like my voice is kind of raspy or whatever, but I'm not dripping or drooling or anything right now.
I'm sorry,
so,
Corey.
man, what you mean?
I'm just sorry that you not feeling
It's all good.
to 100%.
It's all good. Yeah, so I'm like right about, I'm still feeling good enough to do this, so let's rock this out, man. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Well, it's early.
Let's get it started.
Our first topic, mailbox money.
Oh, you sound like you Jasmine the criminal. Yeah. Mailbox money. That sound like paper bag money. That sound like mattress money.
Get that mailbox money, son.
Right. You better come up off that 3407.
Is this your address?
That is not my address.
Okay,
I'm
but
not
don't
that
give me
stupid.
address.
No, that is not my address. Nah, I live at 1234.
I live at 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nowhere Lane. Like,
Road Street.
yeah, mailbox money. You know what? So there's been times where I've received money in my mailbox.
Okay, that's a good thing.
That didn't come from the postal service. Like,
I understand. Like somebody walked by and like put money in your box.
my mailbox. You gotta say mailbox.
Somebody walked by and put money in your mailbox.
Yeah, people left money in mailbox.
Is that legal?
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to I'm trying to dance on the subject.
I mean, well, you can't dance around something like that because it's so obvious. It's just like
once upon a time,
I wasn't in landscaping, but I used to sell rocks. Were you a drug dealer? Well, I don't want to dance around a certain topic. Well, dude, I mean, you don't have to put stuff together. It's just
I'm just playing.
Okay.
I was never in that kind of a life, and no one has ever given me money in the mailbox.
I used to get money out. All right, one of the things I used to always look forward to was whenever I got a card from my grandmother. She used to always send a card, and she used to send money in a card, and she would wrap the money in foil.
She wrapped aluminum foil.
She wrapped the money in
Tin
aluminum
foil.
foil, tin foil, whatever, aluminum foil, and she put it in a card, and then she mailed a card. So every money that she sent us was always wrapped in aluminum foil.
Is it to disguise the money? Like if
I think so. Somebody was to hold up to a light or something like that. That probably would be the case. Yeah.
Well, they say don't send cash.
Well, Grandma always sent cash, so she didn't have any other way to send it. Yeah.
The scary thing about that kind of stuff, man, is like you shouldn't do this stuff in like a mailbox. Like when people leave like extra keys in like a mailbox, or you owe somebody some money, or somebody owes you some money. They say, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna be home. Put it in the mailbox." And all that kind of stuff. That's like the first place that I think criminals will go to. Like,
okay.
It's common. You shouldn't do that. People stop doing it. Stop sending money in the mailbox or leaving it in the mailbox and like spare keys.
I think that's like the best place to put it now because it's so obvious that nobody does that you should do it.
Nah, people still go for the obvious. Like
they do that?
Nobody thinks that, oh man, nobody's gonna do this and then go look somewhere. No.
Yeah, I mean, like if you were going out of town, the best place to put the spare key is in your lock. Because nobody's gonna just expect the lock. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look all around. Nobody's gonna check to see if the key is in the lock.
I'm saying, like, all the houses that I've broken into and all the people that I robbed, those are the first places that I look. Y'all don't want to do that.
All right, well, you heard it firsthand. You heard it firsthand from Jay.
No, I'm just playing. Hey, man, don't be putting that on me like that.
I said, I put it on you. What are you talking about? You want to say the story?
I ain't say that.
You said, yo, well, everybody that I did, everybody that I robbed.
You just said that. You just changed your voice and made you sound like me.
Dude, it wasn't even the same side of the thing. The people.
He switched microphones, people. Shut up. Mailbox money. Okay, let's talk about paychecks then.
Well, I get direct deposit.
Yep. Have you always had direct deposit? You never got paychecks in the mail?
I mean, I have got paychecks in the mail.
Like some people, not everybody I know got banks.
I mean, what if you have like residual stuff like that? Sometimes they send you paychecks in the mail, like from other stuff that you do.
Or maybe you just don't have bank accounts to have direct deposit. You
All I know is when you get checks in the mail, that's a good feeling.
That's what I was getting towards.
That was a great feeling. Usually it's bills.
Right. And then you see that one check in like the middle of it. And then you get like sad again because you get like 5 bills and only one check.
Yeah.
And then your check doesn't cover all the bills. It's like, man, I'm happy. But then it's like, oh, why would you do this? And the bills be coming in like red ink. And the checks you don't even know. They don't say nothing on the front until you like open it. It's like, oh, snap.
I want to start making so much money that my checks can't come in mail. They have to be brought by FedEx or UPS.
I like
that
kind of goal.
Yeah.
I like that kind of goal. Yeah, I want stuff that is.
And don't leave it at the front of my door. Like I gotta be home to like sign for it.
Yeah.
Or you get a box of cash. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope.
Why you want to get boxes of cash?
Why not?
Like, why don't you get a big check?
No, I mean a big check. It's like a big like Publishers Clearinghouse check. I want cash. I want to get paid in cash.
I want to get paid in cash.
I'm gonna get paid in cash.
I'm scared.
Why would you get scared?
The government is crazy. Like, why did you just get paid $20,000 in cash?
Why do you not have cash?
It's like because I'm
because I wanted cash.
I'm super hilarious, and they pay me in cash.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna go for that. They're like, oh, you tell jokes.
No,
and you got $20,000 for a show because you tell jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
In cash.
Doesn't that sound funny? I mean, it doesn't matter. You get a cut. I mean, why are you upset? I'm reporting it. I mean, so why are you upset?
Where'd you tell your jokes?
Yeah. You should come to one of the shows. You should come to one of the shows.
Where is it at? It's outside. It's on the corner. All my jokes is on the corner 30.
People come and I slide them some jokes.
Right. He's slinging jokes. That'd be, you know what?
Joke slinger.
Yeah, that might be a good sketch. We should come up with something.
Slinging jokes.
I don't know if I'm giving people ideas right now, but yeah.
Of course, we always give people ideas.
But yeah, that might be sweet. We make it like we relate it to crack dealing, but we're joke dealing. It's like yo, I got that. I got that joke. I got that joke. I got that new TV joke. Yeah. You heard that joke about TV?
It'd be a neighborhood full of joke fiends. Joke fiends running around.
Nah, dude. This is a cable TV joke. This is high grade. This ain't network TV joke. This pay per view. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. I'm thinking it's not a funny sketch. The concept is pretty dope though, but I don't know. Matter of fact, that might have been done because the term joke slinging is something that's kind of used a lot. So I'm pretty sure there was a sketch about a comedian slinging jokes.
We can Google that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody can Google it now and let us know. I'm not going to Google it now.
And if they did, it's probably ain't going to be as funny as what I can come up with.
Probably not. Well, I mean, you came with the first one and that wasn't too funny. So
I ain't think about it hard enough. And I'm sure if I have you at the driver's seat, then I can ride Paul. Then it'll be a fun trip.
It should be. Well, hold on. All right. So we got like a minute left. So how would it be? How would like this describe the sketch of the slinging jokes? The joke slinger.
All right. You have somebody scratching.
Somebody scratching.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it like a fiend that's like scratching?
Yeah, he's like scratching his head. He needs a joke.
Scratching his head or scratching like he needs a fix?
He needs a fix.
Okay.
His head, his neck, his shoulders, his chest.
Uh-huh.
Wherever fiend scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
They neck and their body and stuff like that. They be scratching on their neck and their body and their arms. Yeah.
And you be like, you ain't got no jokes today. And then he'd be like, man,
He wants those jokes bad.
That's funny.
I got you. So there's a guy in the corner. He comes to a guy in the corner.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's willing to give up a
some
lot of
jokes.
things for some jokes.
All right.
and you know, you give him you side up some jokes under but you disguise it. You can't tell them that you're giving them jokes. You gotta call it something else. You gotta talk in code words.
Mm-hmm.
So if the feds are listening, if the joke feds are listening, we gotta come up with an anagram for them. Is it anagram? Not anagram. Acronym.
Acronym? Yeah, acronym
You know
with
what
the
I
letters FED. Gotcha. Yeah.
Right. Something like the funny eviction. I don't know if we're gonna come up with something for that. It'll be funny, dude. Shut up. Leave me alone.
I got you. I'm listening. That's all good. Yeah, all right. That's the idea.
Next topic. Vampires.
That makes you want to make like a ghoulie sound. Is that a? I don't even know if that's a ghoulie sound. Like, dude, I'm not
I just
good
haven't
with
heard that word ghoulie in like a long time.
I'm not good with sound effects.
You're not good with ghoulies.
Ghoulies? You never heard of?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard that word in a while.
Oh.
Isn't that like ghost?
Yeah, I like
yeah.
ghouls.
Ghost
Ghoulies.
and ghoulies.
I like ghoulies. That's like
ghost and ghoulies.
that's just be like on like Goosebumps. Yeah,
Goosebumps.
you sound like Count Dracula.
Count Dracula.
That's a subject, right? We're talking about vampires.
Actually.
Yeah. You know what's all right? Here's some before we. This is not even funny to everybody. It's funny to me.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm starting to show off with something very unfunny. It's only if people know me and my family, it'd be funny to them. So I probably shouldn't even.
Limited
I probably
audience,
shouldn't even
brother.
share it.
It's just. I don't even think they're like a small percentage of the listeners, but
I have a sister that's 1 year younger than me.
okay.
And when we were like 6, I have a brother. Well, I had a brother who's 5 years older than me,
Mhm.
right? So when we were like 6, 7, and 12,
Mm-hmm.
I was 7, my brother was 12, my sister was 6.
Mm-hmm.
We convinced her that we were vampires. We have unusually sharp canine teeth,
Okay.
and and she was just so gullible. We told her at night. Whenever there's a full moon, and we built up the story for so long, we told her whenever there's a full moon out that we turn into vampires after 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And she wasn't allowed after 9 o'clock because my mom used to tell her that bad stuff happened to
I got you.
and so we just connected it. So one night we could see the moon out our window. And so we got my sister out of bed. It was like 9:30. And we said, we told you this is it. And she was like, what? Then we pointed to the moon. She looked at the clock and we ran outside and said, come out here. And we started hissing. We was and she bust out crying. And ran in the room, mommy.
Your mom was like, hey, what?
That's so stupid.
That's so mean.
Yeah. We had her tripping.
Vampires,
thanks for letting me share that story. I'm
That's
sorry.
all good, brother.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's pretty funny. It was humorous.
Okay.
Probably scared some people in the process.
Yeah.
I think vampires is like one of the most coolest monsters of all time.
I would have to agree. I'm thinking right now. I'm processing. I'm calculating.
I mean, there's a lot of cool monsters, but I think vampires like hands down are like the best. I used to like werewolves, but I think vampires are so much better than werewolves.
I think it's interesting the way you pronounce that word, monsters.
Monsters?
Yeah, because you pronounce it like, I don't know if your accent is New York.
No, monsters. I mean, how are you?
M-U-N is how you sound. To me.
Oh,
to me being a Richmond,
how was the
Virginia,
word saying?
Virginia.
Monsters.
Well, I say monsters. Like, I don't know.
That's what I said,
country.
monsters.
Well, now you're saying monsters, but the first said monsters.
Monsters. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's monsters, monsters. It's, I'm saying monsters, but you say monsters. Whatever. It's. I just heard it. All right, enough of that. Monsters. We talk about monsters.
Monsters.
Vampires are really cool. I think they got some swag to them.
Yo,
it's swag. Can we still use the word swag?
Well, when it comes to vampires, yeah, I guess you can. You can use swag when it comes to vampires.
Word. Yeah. They go back. Why do people want to talk about vampires? Halloween is coming up.
Yeah, Halloween. So
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, Transylvania was like Dracula or something like that. Was that like the original joint?
I don't know how real that story is. I don't know anything.
I know, but I'm saying traditional. He's like
the legend. The legend
the
is
original.
from.
You know what I'm saying Transylvania. I'm assuming that's where he came from or something like that. So I mean, let's like back in like a regal time period, which explains why they act so regal and stuff like that because they've been around forever.
Yeah.
So,
what are some facts that you know about vampires? Understanding that vampires aren't real, but what do you know? What are the facts you know about the legend?
Believe. Well, of course, the basic ones. I mean, no sunlight. Apparently, they don't like garlic. I don't know if that was just like a myth, But apparently, according to vampire culture,
Okay.
it has nothing. That's just something that they fabricated.
So garlic, no sunlight.
No sunlight. Stake through the heart is the only thing that kills them, or beheading.
Beheading?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of beheading.
Yeah. If you chop off their head, then yeah, they will die.
Okay.
But it's pretty much anything.
What about the cross?
That used to be a thing. We're at a cross with the camera, but I thought too, like vampire folklore, that was just not really real.
Well, they evolved to be immune to crosses. Their antivirus.
Or I think they kind of put it where the whole cross thing was a myth.
They walk with a minus sign. The cross doesn't work.
They divide it, something like that. But
What
yeah,
else you
it's
got?
supposed to be like the cross or something like that.
All right.
Holy water, no holy water.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll burn them. And ultraviolet rays, we said sunlight, so that's about it.
Sunlight. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I mean they're probably. What do you think could be? What's like the biggest? I think in TV, the biggest rivals for vampires has been like werewolves.
Yeah, well, it was always
But
something, werewolves or something like that. Actually, it's, never mind, yeah. I'm going to say man, but
okay.
I'm going to say the man, but yeah.
It's always the man.
Always the man. The man.
Oh, how I loathe thee.
But yeah, usually werewolves are like that rival for vampires.
Okay.
I think vampires cool because it seems like the powers, you know what I'm saying, it's just like they vary, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why they
From
would.
culture to culture, pretty much.
What do they get out of biting people to turn them? Like they would bite people to suck their blood to feed, right?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even
But
know,
then-
but I think it was like, they suck. It depends on what book you're reading, I guess. It seems like everybody has different rules.
Well, that's stupid.
Because I thought that once a vampire bites you, then you turn to a vampire. But then when I was watching True Blood or something like that, it's like they have to bite
watched
you, then they had to bury you in the ground and stuff like that, and then
There's a ritual.
Yeah, it's like a whole ritual, something like that. It was very weird.
And you gotta wait for the sun to go down and
Yeah, they did,
and the moon to come up.
yeah, it was weird.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, like, even if it was just biting for feeding, and I don't understand how they could bite someone to feed and then they turn.
They don't turn, you mean?
I would imagine if the vampires bit someone and then suck all their blood, obviously they would die, right? But if a vampire bit them and only suck like a little bit of blood, that's like you get a scratch and you can bleed a little bit. So if they still live and then become vampire, then you just turn your food into a peer.
Turn your food into a peer.
If not an enemy.
Okay. But it's kind of weird. I don't think a vampire ever suck you dry. You know what I'm saying? Like, get all your blood out. There's always going to be some blood in you.
Then vampires
that's
should
a
come,
lot. That's a lot of blood.
Then vampires should come with like some kind of vampire venom that does something different. Like if they use venom A, then it just kills you. Or if they use venom B, then it changes you into a vampire.
I have a problem. I've never seen overweight vampires.
I'm silent because I'm thinking it,
I
I believe
seen
it.
a movie or anything where there was like an overweight vampire, or even like an unattractive vampire, like an average looking dude. There's always some sexy looking European dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Well, you know
I
what I'm
don't
talking
find any
about.
vampires. I don't find any male
but
vampires.
it's always
sexy.
some like sexy acting like, "Hello, milady, I'm going to suck your blood." But I mean, there's never nobody just like Ed next door. You know what I'm saying? Just like Vampire Ed, or nothing like that.
Okay.
Oh, he's never overweight or whatever.
See, I think that's because there's no fat bats. Like vampires turn into bats, right? That's one of them. And
Okay.
if they can't have
Fat bats.
right, there's never been a fat bat, so they couldn't change into. Maybe that's
Or maybe
what
they
it
could have
is.
fit in the coffins.
Maybe that's what it is, or hang upside down
Yeah.
from trees. So maybe that's the vampire food who stays food. So if a vampire bites a fat person, then that person can't become vampire because he has physical limitations.
Okay,
So that person would die.
gotcha.
But if a vampire bites another sexy person, then they will become a vampire. Like that's
Understood.
the rules of vampirism.
Understood. And like like the ages they vary. You know what I'm saying, like a real old vampire, they're usually like either real old looking or they could be young. But there's never like a. Well, isn't it true? Like they said, like if a vampire bites you, that's like if they turn you to a vampire. That's the age that you stay for like the rest of your life, pretty much.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. How it was. Like you'd never age anymore. like whatever they bite you as, that's the age you will be.
Nah, but they're like 500-year-old vampires. You can't. Nobody lives
500
to be 500.
is not even old for a vampire.
Right, but they can only get to 500 years old if they had in fact grown.
No, but you don't age.
Vampire. So you're saying they're 500 years old to us, but to them they're 20.
No, they just look the same that they are. They don't age. They don't get old.
So what if you bite a baby?
Then he's just a baby vampire.
Because
remember the joint in An Interview with a Vampire? You remember that joint with Tom Cruise?
No, I watched the movies.
It was an old joint. That's a classic, y'all.
Lost Boys is a classic.
Lost Boys is dope too, y'all.
Yeah, that's a classic.
So. But in an Interview with a Vampire, there was a little girl who was turned into a vampire, and then she was still a little girl, like even like years later.
She's still a baby? The little
well,
girl?
She was a little girl. She wasn't a baby. She was a little girl.
Well, that's whack. That's like, I would hate that. I don't want that.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Because if you bite
that's
me,
almost
if
like
I'm
Little
like 3
Webster
years
or
old,
something
I'm
like
going to be mad. I'm
yeah.
like, oh, I'm 3 forever.
What a Webster and Arnold, was it Webster and Emmanuel Lewis?
What about him?
Like,
what if, talking about his name?
Yeah, what if they were vampires? That were bit when they was kids or something like that.
I don't know.
Gary Coleman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They never age.
Yeah.
What's that disease called? Never mind, I don't want to know.
There is a a disease. I don't know. We call it vampirism. We'll reterm it.
Next topic. Do platonic relationships exist?
Understanding microphone mathematics. Microphone mathematics.
They don't exist.
Yo, are you serious? They do exist.
Well, not by choice.
No.
They exist because men are patient and women are naive. Boom! I took it there.
Wow, that's I don't know. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was just saying like it's impossible for two people to be in a relationship and to be straight platonic. Like somebody's gonna have feelings.
Yes.
I disagree.
Here's the thing.
I think it's very possible.
It's only possible if there are other variables that we haven't specifically said so far in this podcast recording. But say, generally speaking, barring any other variable, barring any other circumstance, a man and a woman being friends and 100% platonic.
Okay.
Nope.
It's possible, yo. That is so possible.
Nope. The only way it's possible is if man or woman is like married and they show that they're happy married, or even will have boyfriend or girlfriend and they're happy. But and those are the other variables I'm talking about. So let me change that. If men and women are both single and are both heterosexual and would call the other person cute.
Okay. Those are creative variables.
I had to add those, right.
Okay.
So I'm talking about barring any other variables. That's the bad way to put it. That's the wrong way to put it. So I did have to add those variables to say that. So yeah, I don't think those two people can be platonic 100%.
Not in those circumstances, no. I'm just saying, it's just, but in the general guidelines, I think it is very possible for two people to be in platonic relationships.
I wouldn't call it very. I think it's difficult.
No, it's possible.
But it is possible. Okay, yeah. So I'll halfway change what I was saying earlier.
I didn't even say it's difficult. It's doable.
I'm trying to think of
maybe not in your life, and maybe not in my life, but it is very doable for a person to be friends with a woman and not have any type of feelings for him, for that woman to not have feelings for that dude. I mean, that's what friendships are for.
If that woman or man is totally unattractive,
even if they are attractive. No, I mean, if it's two people in general, I mean, that's just stupid. That's just stupid. So you don't understand what a friendship is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do understand what a friendship.
I mean, not saying I'm like attacking your definitions, but I'm just saying. But like, if I understand the meaning of what a friend is, it's just like, yo, like my guy friends. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we can still do things together, and I don't have any feelings for them. They don't have anything for me. is because he's a person.
Are you sure?
Well, I hope not, but
like dudes are patient creatures. That you might have a
but
friend
because
right
he's
now.
a person, you know what I'm saying, and that could have the same exact interactions with a girl. I could chill with, kick with, you know what I'm saying, and she have not feelings for me, and I have no feelings for her.
All right, so here's the thing. Ladies, I want to.
What about roommates? That's why you have roommates.
That's not why you have roommates.
Well, there are people that you, but there are roommates that will say that are opposite sex and they have no interest in each other relationally.
Well, then they're not attracted to each other physically.
That's
if there's a man and a woman, and the man finds that woman physically attractive, or woman finds man physically attractive, then they're
not
just,
under that circumstance.
then they're
no.
waiting for
You
opportunity.
just changed the variable. That's why.
I didn't.
You did. You said if they find somebody attractive, there's no way. But even if, whatever, yo.
I'm saying.
Shut up.
They're guys are incredibly patient creatures. Is all that's what I've seen. That's what I've grown to understand. Sure, there might be some exceptions. You know, I like to think of myself as an exception.
Okay.
I'll plug that in. But I think in like 99 million percent, not million, but 99.9 million percent.
She said not million, but 99.9 million percent, like I said the first time.
Well, no, because that's right under 100%. But I think people, a guy will wait until 6-7 years later, and then he'd be like, "Oh, well, this whole time, I really liked you. I didn't know what to say because you just wanted me as a friend, and I know." And then they get fed up, and then they be like, "Well, how come we never did it? And how come we've been roommates for 6 years and you never snuck into the room drinking?" And or after
Because this is
been
not
drinking.
a movie. That's why I didn't do it. It's not a script.
And then it worked the other way too. Girls like that with guys too. There are girls that been in my past who I thought we were just cool, and then they came out and told me that, "Oh man, well this whole time I was hoping you'd be with me. I seen you with all these other girls and blah blah blah. You never wanted to take me out." And I was like, "What? Girl, get out of here."
I wanted to be one in your number.
Right. It was like working on number 13. I was like, "Girl, get out of here." That's an arbitrary number.
Understood. Very arbitrary.
But yeah, platonic relationships, I think is I believe that they can exist, but I believe in the majority of the situations, absolutely not.
I think it is very possible. One, because it's a word.
Don't go for it. Don't believe in it. Don't be naive. That's my.
Don't trick yourself, but it is very possible. I have a lot of platonic. Well, I don't have a lot, but I do have some platonic friends.
I think it's unlikely.
That are very, very close to me.
I think it's possible, but unlikely.
It is very possible.
I'm not denying that it's possible. I'm not denying the possibility.
It is very likely.
How likely? You saying very likely?
It is very likely.
It is absolutely not very likely.
It is very likely.
We disagree on this.
So, all right. So, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Put me on the spot. I'm ready, baby.
So, there is no female in your life.
Go for it.
That you are not platonic with.
Yes, there are. Right. I just said I'm an exception. I don't count in what I'm generalizing.
You just keep. That's dumb.
you
just can't make yourself. You can't make yourself an exception and say it doesn't exist. It's like no such thing as vampires, but I'm a vampire. I exist. I'm the exception to the rule. There's no such thing as vampires. Vampires don't exist, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm a vampire. I exist. I'm the exception to the rule. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So either you can do it, or either it exists or it doesn't.
Okay. So the way I worded it is just in common conversation, but to be specific, I did say...
It may be rare.
I did say... Right. I talked about its rarity. I said 99.9 million % that it doesn't exist.
That's just ridiculously.
So that's not 100%.
Ridiculous number.
So
that's ridiculous.
So
number.
I didn't contradict myself. I'm the 0.0000001%.
That's just dumb.
You can call it dumb.
It is dumb. It
but my math
says
isn't incorrect.
It is incorrect. An unrealistic percentage. 99 point something, 99 something, 99.99%.
You know how many
times I stuttered on purpose during that? It was on purpose, everybody.
There's like 7 billion people.
Okay.
So what is 10?
That's 1%.
What's the percentage?
You're saying 1% of the population, not even 1% of the population.
Are you kidding me? You think 10 is 1% of
no,
7 billion?
What you just said.
That is incorrect.
You just said 99 point something %.
Right.
So that 1%, not even, is the people that have platonic relationships.
Yes.
That's just dumb. That's just dumb. There's more people with Ebola than there are with platonic relationships, according to that number.
That is correct. Yes. That is exactly what I'm saying. There are more people with smallpox.
That's ridiculous. ridiculous.
And smallpox is thought to have been eradicated 50 years ago.
That's just ridiculous.
You about to tell me shut up?
I was about to, but no. But ladies and gentlemen, don't believe the statistics. You can still be friends with somebody of the opposite sex and not have any feelings for them.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Because we need to
Don't
get your
try
feelings under control. That's what you need to do. You need to understand.
I agree with
you
that.
You need to understand boundaries, and you need to understand what people fit in your life. And then once you do that, then yes, you have room for platonic friends.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with that. If you, I don't, like I said, I don't think that it can be done. I just think
It can be done.
I just don't think it's likely.
Yeah.
but
Just let whoever know, like whoever I end up with, I'm gonna have a lot of platonic friendships with girls. So.
right, and just make sure that it stays that way forever.
Oh, it will.
That's my thing.
And we know where we stand with each other. Even like the people in my life now, it's just like, yo, they know where they are in my life, and I know where I am in their life.
So how do you feel if you have this platonic relationship with this girl for 4 years, and
Okay.
then later she tells you this whole time I wanted you? Do you still consider the
Well,
4 years to be a
First of
platonic
all, I
relationship?
assume everybody wants me. I mean, that's just how I think.
You should.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean,
I'm
so-
that confident in myself. That's
Yeah.
why I keep her. As soon as I meet a girl, I'm like, I got a girlfriend. Leave me alone. No.
Paper or plastic, sir? I got a girlfriend. What you get on my face?
Why
Always
you-
trying to give me stuff.
What you
You
want
trying
all
to
my
put my
money?
stuff in the bag for? Would you ask me?
If a girl after 4 years, it's been platonic for 4 years, but
Mhm.
after 4 years she reveals to you that she wanted something more for the last 4 years, but she
Mhm.
doesn't want to tell you, do you consider that 4 years to still have been a platonic relationship, or because she changed the game at the end of the 4 years, do you say, oh, this wasn't a platonic relationship, she wanted something more?
Yeah, it was platonic during that time.
Okay,
Because
so
I think, yeah.
so maybe that's where you're disagreeing with my statistics, because I'm saying the opposite. We can be platonic for 4 years, but at the end of the 4 years, when she reveals that she wanted to be with me, I no longer consider us to have a platonic relationship. I consider me to be platonic and her to be waiting for me to be available to her. Is what I'm saying. So when two people are friends, platonically, quote unquote, 5 years later, one reveals this whole time I really wanted you, but I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay.
But I wanted you this whole time, then that means that other person wasn't just being friends. That other person was hanging around so they can
Well,
get
maybe they
something.
were being friends, and not even. Maybe that's just. I don't know how to explain it, but I see what you're saying. But yeah, I don't think they was plotting or anything. Maybe they just really liked you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is you shouldn't really like me. Or the person shouldn't really like the other person. It's supposed to be platonic, so keep your feelings in check and just be friends like y'all were supposed to be.
I hear you.
And that's all I'm trying to say about platonic relationships.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying you
no,
got to agree, but do you?
no, I
feel
mean
like-
I'm not. I don't
Okay.
have to. I mean, we
Right,
never
okay.
do. But I mean, it's just.
right.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. That's cool. That's fair. I mean,
So for all you listeners,
we
that's
talked
all
about it.
That's all I'm saying. All you listeners, you got a platonic relationship with the opposite sex. Just make sure it is what it is, and
just be
don't-
honest with yourself.
and don't
be honest
be-
with yourself,
don't be
and
shocked.
don't be stupid.
Don't be shocked if it comes out that the other person has some secret feelings.
Next topic. The pastor who spread HIV through his congregation.
I was especially interested in the sources for this song. It's a really popular song. And upset to find that there was
Yeah,
little
have you heard
to
about that
go
story?
on in the tape material.
Did you read it? Did you look into it?
Yeah, I hadn't done research, but I did hear news information about it.
All right. Well, I guess just to put what I understood from this, I didn't keep up with it, but just to say what I heard or read about the story when I read it. There's a pastor who has he's infected with HIV. I think it's actual full blown AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't. Let me not speculate. I don't know if it's full blown AIDS.
But it's
or
a
if
HIV.
HIV.
Yeah.
But it's a black pastor, and he was consciously sleeping with women in the congregation,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that he had HIV. He wasn't telling the people he was sleeping with that he had HIV, and infecting them. I think it was like 3 girls.
Wow.
I don't know how many people he slept with,
Mm-hmm.
but there was at least 3. And after and I think he confessed. I don't even think like people found out. He confessed.
Wow.
And when everybody heard it, was like, what?
After they started scratching, so you know something's up. Oh yeah, about that scratch. That was me.
When Debbie lost 30 pounds in a week, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Like, but yeah. So that's been a hot topic in the news and social media and all that now. Oh, the important part was that the guy refuses to step down from being pastor. Like church members.
He refused to step down.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Well, I don't know, but that's kind of dumb to me. But
church officials have been like telling him to step down, and he just refused. So they took it to like court. They filed a suit or something. So and that's why I say I haven't been following it since then. But the last part that I did read was that he refused to step down voluntarily, and other members of the organization are trying to force him to step down.
They should just take a vote, and then like the majority, if he shows up on Sunday, just ignore him. You know what I'm saying? Just have your service the way you want to have your service, and when he gets to speak, just cut his mic off, put somebody else up there. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Just have another pastor come and stand beside him with
exactly.
a mic.
Kanye West can do it. You know what I'm saying? Just come by. Excuse me, Pastor. We want to hear you got AIDS or whatever. You've been affecting your congregation. I think that's just dead wrong. And then that's a messed up situation.
What's crazy is some people in the church don't mind him still being pastor. Like they forgive him and they understand.
There's nothing wrong with forgiving people, but I think that that's some trust. You know what I'm saying? That you jacked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can never be my pastor.
Nah, I mean you can't be my friend.
Yeah, you can't be my dad on some stuff like that. Like I will. What do they call that? Legal
disown you, divorce your
parental
parents?
Divorce.
Yeah. I would change my blood type. Nah, I mean, but that's just jacked up.
You better check your blood type.
True.
When did he contract it?
Yeah.
That's trifling, man. I don't know. It's stuff like, I mean, there are a lot of I don't know this from just because I know a lot of pastors. So this is speculatory. What I'm about to say is speculatory. I'm about to say there are a lot of dirty pastors. Like, I'm sure that they exist. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
They're
dirty people.
And but this is all kinds of wrongdoing. Whether it's but this one, I don't know. This ranks high to me personally. That's just trifling. I mean, already sleeping with people.
Is the dude married?
I don't think he's married.
Okay.
I don't know if he's married or not. I don't.
Okay. Well, just to be a pastor and sleeping around, that's like a big no-no anyway.
Right. That's already wrong.
Yeah, and then you got like the package. You know what I'm saying? That's just like double wrong.
I don't understand how. I guess I can kind of understand.
And then can you imagine like communion? You know what I'm saying? You drink after the same cup after him.
I'm burning that church. That's mean. I'll burn it and put a cross out front and blame they did this. But I don't understand how women could be so, and I'm about to feel a little bad for the term I'm about to use, but how women could be so foolish to even allow something like that. How can you, look, the guys and girls, you can't let somebody, because they're in a church officiating role, have them convince you and manipulate you to think it's okay to go against the Bible with you. How is he preaching the stuff in the Bible and then doing the stuff that you're not supposed to do to you? Now, sure,
it happens a lot. I mean, first of all, it's the power of influence.
Nobody's perfect. I mean,
it's the power of influence, and plus men, especially women, or people are drawn to power, especially women, and that's a powerful position that he has. So first of all, there's going to be an attraction regardless. And then, so I guess like they hold him in high esteem because he is supposed to be getting the word from the Lord, whatever. I mean, if you love the Lord, that's good. So you love this man, and if you can sleep with this man, that's even a bigger blessing for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I just can't. I don't know, man. Stop falling for it, guys and girls. I mean, I think it goes both ways. I'm sure there are stories. I don't know them, but but I'm sure there are stories about guys being subdued by women in such powerful positions. But it's sad. So here's my feelings about the pastor. I want him. This
Westboro Baptist Church should be at that church if they want to do something.
Who?
Westboro Baptist Church.
What is that?
You know Westboro, the church that we hate gays, God hates gays, and God hates sunshine, and God hates this, God hates that.
No, I didn't know that.
I think it's Westbury. Westboro. Is it Westboro?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, shut up.
I'm not saying it. I'm glad I'm waiting for you to explain it to me.
Yeah. It's like this church, they hate everybody. So anyway, but go ahead.
That's a Christian church?
Well, that's what they say.
Okay. All right. But nah, I hope Obviously, I want him to lose. I don't know if that's obvious or not, but I want him to lose his position as pastor. I want him to never be able to become pastor again. I understand forgiveness and all this and that, but forget that. This dude never needs. He needs not to be pastor ever again.
Nah.
He can be. I don't even think I want him to be an usher. As a matter of fact, he shouldn't be able to attend church.
He shouldn't even be a brother. Like, they didn't even call him brother.
This dude should be.
Just call him Mister.
We should deport
Mr. Johnson.
We should deport him to another religion. He should be. we should force him. He can no longer be a Christian. you are now Hindu.
I don't even think the Hindus want him. They won't do that. You know what I'm saying? There's no religion that would do that. They're just like, no, we don't want you.
You're gonna just lose religious rights. You're just gonna have to be atheist.
This is horrible.
You're gonna have to live a secular life the rest of your life. That's what I want to happen to him. And it is bad. I pray that God resolves my heart to a better, more loving state. But right now, he's a piece of crap, and I don't like him, and people like him, and they disrespect the stuff that I personally believe in, and I don't like that.
Next topic. Biological weapons.
And scary. And real.
That's always like a pressing issue.
Like, we're just going to throw some adjectives in it. Interesting. Scary. Real.
Pretty.
Likely. Alarming.
Beautiful.
Those are bad adjectives to describe it. Pretty and beautiful.
Beautiful biological warfare.
The BBWs.
It's so pretty.
You know. Hold on, you gotta take that out.
The BBWs.
Do you know what BBWs are?
Beautiful biological warfare. Google that. We're keeping it. We're gonna Google these OCP topics.
Do not leave
about
your Google.
BBW.
Do not leave your Google results on off the pad
The
page.
beautiful just don't Google it at work. That's for sure.
Do not Google it at work. I repeat. Do not Google it at work.
Beautiful biological warfare.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
That's funny.
Why my ears hurt?
Biological warfare. That's this another.
I think that's
stem.
Ebola.
I'm about to say it's another stem from Ebola. You know, smallpox was
Yeah, of course. It worked.
Yeah, I read something recently. They killed like 3/5
That's crazy.
of the population. It's funny, 3/5. Like, they killed like
This is so mean.
they killed like 3/5 of the Native American population. Or I was in America. And I was like, geez, that is
That's
ridiculous.
horrible.
How do you take out that kind of
It's a lot of blankets.
and a lot of blankets that aren't made because of it?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. When the podcast goes dark. Yeah, man. Biological warfare. I hope.
I think
doesn't
it's
happen.
smart, but it's horrible. Like, war is hard anyway. I mean, any way somebody dies is horrible. But I think biological is like, man, it's smart. It's cost effective. You know what I'm saying? It's less. There'd be less casualties.
You think so? I think it'd be hard to contain. I mean, you can't.
Well, I mean, as far as you won't have to send that many troops to an area to control the population or to kill a population. You'll just send maybe one person or a couple of people, or you can send them back.
You can probably
and then infect it.
You can probably drone strike some biological warfare. Just
Or you just capture somebody and infect them, and then
send them back to
they send me back. They are so good people. They are good to us, and da da da. And then all of a sudden they start getting sick. Yeah, exactly. Then the ears start falling off and stuff.
Yeah, but then I mean, I think in order to implement, I don't know how to. I don't even know if I feel comfortable talking about this. But in order to implement a biological tactic or a biological war tactic, you'd have to like do something to an area and then like build a wall or a dome around it real quick.
Well, first you have to,
or make them.
I think that's more work.
You gotta take away all their bicycles, like and all the cars, so they can't go anywhere. You gotta blow up all their airports. like, and then give them the whatever agent that it is that's going to wipe them out.
I mean, it's a lot of planning. But it's very sneaky.
And when you give somebody smallpox in Iraq, and then they catch a flight to America, and then we be like, oh snap.
Well, there'd be a flight ban.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The government wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying what's going on. So, but no, in this area here, trust us. You don't want anybody coming from here. Like you're just gonna, yeah.
There are no travel buses anymore. There are no tours. We're done.
No gas at all. No gasoline.
Or if we actually had the cure for it, just in case.
Well, I think they would do that. They would have a cure.
So
well, I don't know. It depends. It depends. There's some nerve gases is a nerve gas. So I mean, they probably have some things where there is no cure, but they just can't release it because it's so dangerous.
Didn't they used to kill people with like laughing gas? With like real high doses of laughing gas?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure somebody did. Little Shop of Horrors.
Don't hold me to that. I don't know. That was a classic movie.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the classic movie is dope. The original black and white one.
Oh, the ending was a little different?
Well, the ending was the original ending.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's different from the ones that we've seen.
Yeah. The remake.
Right. I mean, the ending was kind of I don't want to spoil it, but
it was sweet. It was dope.
The ending was different from the '80s one with Tisha Campbell and Tashina and all that. But yeah.
But yo, I think. Well, I don't know. What if they like zombies and stuff like that? Like, you think like zombies are gonna happen? I think they're trying to create zombies.
Zombies probably already exist. They're probably holding them in containment, along with the aliens in Area 51.
I don't think they're in Area 51, but I think they're probably Area 52 by now.
They probably moved.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to make a zombie. You know what I'm saying? Not maybe like to the sense that we know it, but like a person, an organism that won't be able to die if shot or something like that.
I think they were doing that back when there was a rabies scare.
Oh, okay.
And they were like trapping little people and giving them rabies.
Oh,
trying to see what happened. Because they were giving like rabies to like rats and rabbits, and then giving it to people trying to test for a vaccine to rabies. But rabies is like one of the biggest like zombie mimicking diseases or viruses or whatever, because you just get real rageous. But I mean, it's short lived, right? I mean, you don't live that long on rabies. You live like 4 days,
Hey, that's still a long time.
But you have like this incredible rage
to be foaming out the mouth. That's
right.
To be hungry. I mean, to be that much energy for 4 days is incredible. Just be running around for 4 days. You know what I'm saying?
Running into stuff.
Where did the running zombies start? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I'm scared of that. Like, I can do walking zombies.
Hey, yeah, walking zombies all day. Yo, that's so dope.
You know what? I haven't done. Oh man, I had a plan.
You had a plan for what? Biological stuff?
But in case some stuff happened.
Okay.
How to keep my family safe. Well, not all of my family, but my immediate family, my siblings and my mom.
Okay. Michelle.
Now Michelle, we're incorporating dual family plans.
What's the plan?
It's like because we'll know where to meet.
Okay.
If something happens and I can't call them, but there's a big scare for our whole little area, then we have a place outside where we know to meet up.
That's what's up.
And we know how long to wait. If we wait for 2 days, nobody shows up. Sorry, assume the worst and protect yourself and move on to the next spot.
That's smart.
But I mean, we didn't prepare for zombies. It was just anything.
So what if somebody's at your spot?
At what spot?
The spot that you go to first.
We didn't plan contingencies.
Only contingencies. It's not a plan. All right, everybody. If the zombies, we're gonna go to McDonald's on Broad Street, and then that's it. And then, what if they're closed? Then stop asking me these questions. Why are you asking me all these questions? You're just so negative.
I mean, there's only so much you can plan for, right? I mean, it's like, what if McDonald's is closed? All right, then we go to Hardee's. But what if Hardee's is closed? Oh, then we go to Wendy's. But what if Wendy's is closed? Like, there's so many. We're hoping for the best for McDonald's.
I got you.
And if that doesn't work, then you're on your own. Either you go to Wendy's or you go to Hardee's.
I think that if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I think I will go to like the Home Depot. I like station up there for some reason.
Did you get that from a movie?
I don't know, because you have like building stuff. You could build forts there. You know what I'm saying? You could still survive and build traps.
Do you know how to build forts, Corey?
I mean, I will learn. If a zombie's trying to kill me, yeah, it's pretty easy.
You think they have fort manuals and Lowe's?
No, but they have wood, they have nails, they have stuff I could border off stuff, barricade, you know what I'm saying?
I'd go where most of the white people are. Because
And you'll be shot. It's a zombie! Pow! I'm sorry, I thought it was a zombie.
Why is the zombie dressed like a regular person? This is a sneaky zombie.
His pants were sagging. I don't know. That's what it looked like.
Oh, man.
He was talking some crazy stuff. I don't understand what he's talking about.
So he screamed something like help. I was like, how did he know English?
Yeah. These zombies have advanced. You know? They know they could dance to rap music. It's like they really advanced. They're driving cars and everything. It's so weird.
Oh, that's funny.
They even have good credit. Something's up with those zombies.
Hey, I think you're going to be able to hear both of us using one speaker on this podcast.
That's right.
But I want to let you know that if you've listened to previous podcasts and you only heard one of us clearly and the other one kind of faint, it's because we did the audio technology different in previous podcasts, and you have to go back and listen to it.
It was recorded in stereo.
Okay, so Corey's the man behind that. It was recorded in stereo, which means you hear one of us through one speaker and the other one of us through the other speaker.
Well, yeah, but
something like that.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, but yeah. The way it was set up, the recording, pretty much stereo, just two separate. The recording of one sound source with two separate mics.
The point being, if you listen to previous podcasts and you're using earbuds and you only had one earbud in and you didn't hear both of us, we're both still loud and have great sound quality. So I'm encouraging you to go back to those podcasts and just put both earbuds in, because that's how you would do that.
Anyway.
All in all, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. Continue to leave comments. You don't have to wait till when we record to leave comments either. If you got suggestions for topics throughout the week, just go ahead and shoot them to us. Or you got comments on the podcast that you like, don't like, leave your thoughts in every way that you can. We appreciate that kind of support.
Always.
I'm Jayé Toler. That's how you find me on all social media. Leave me stuff on there.
And this is Corey Marshall. You can find me at I Am Corey Marshall.
And together, we form Off the Pad Podcast.
Podcast. I thought you were going to say Voltron or something like that. I didn't know you were going to go off the pad.
Thank y'all for listening. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Off the Pad Podcast with Jayé Toler and Corey Marshall. Be sure to find us online at offthepad.podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter at offthepad. You can also be a part of our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for listening to Off the Pad Podcast. And remember, there are more people who listen to Off the Pad than there are in platonic relationships.